Have you ever wondered who played a significant role in shaping modern mathematics as we know it today? Meet Augustin-Louis Cauchy, a French mathematician born on August 21, 1789, who left an indelible mark in the realm of mathematics. His life was a blend of the ordinary and extraordinary, a fascinating tale of a man who didn't just pursue mathematics for its practical applications, but for the sheer joy of abstract exploration. Cauchy introduced rigor in mathematical analysis and played a significant role in the development of group theory. He was a pioneer in the theory of finite groups and infinitesimal analysis, and his work on the convergence of infinite series, limits, and definite integrals has become a cornerstone of modern mathematical theory. His innovative approach to differential equations paved the way for new explorations in complex functions. So, let's embark on a journey to explore the life and achievements of this remarkable mathematician. Augustin Cauchy's early life was a blend of tragedy and comedy. Born in the midst of the French Revolution, his father, Louis-François, a lawyer, police lieutenant and devout Catholic, managed to dodge the guillotine's blade. As the eldest of 6 siblings, Augustin was introduced to a life of resilience and survival early on. During the bloodiest years of the Revolution, schools shuttered their doors, and the Cauchy family fled the urban tumult of Paris for the relative safety of Arcueil, a village in the countryside. Here, they subsisted on whatever fruits and vegetables they could harvest, leading to a frail and weakened young Cauchy. Despite these hardships, Louis-François took charge of his son's education. It was during these formative years that the famed mathematician Pierre-Simon Laplace, a neighbor in Arcueil, began visiting the family. Intrigued by the young boy perpetually engrossed in his books and papers, Laplace soon recognized Augustin's innate talent for mathematics. When his father was elected Secretary of the Senate at the turn of the 19th century, Augustin found a quiet corner in the Luxembourg Palace, where he immersed himself in his studies. Laplace's frequent visits to the Senate for business turned into mentorship sessions for the young prodigy, further fueling his interest in the mathematical sciences. At the tender age of 13, Cauchy entered the Central School of the Pantheon, a move made possible by Napoleon's institution of numerous competitions and prizes among French schools. The young scholar's time in Arcueil had prepared him well. He quickly emerged as a star student, winning the first prize in Greek, Latin, composition and verse in his very first competition. Despite the ridicule he faced at the Polytechnic for his devout religious practices, Cauchy maintained his composure and even sought to convert some of his tormentors. Amidst all of this, his love for mathematics remained unscathed. Despite the hardships, Cauchy's passion for mathematics was ignited, leading him to the Central School of the Pantheon. His early life and education laid the foundation for the remarkable contributions he was yet to make in the field of mathematics. At the tender age of 13, Cauchy entered the Central School of the Pantheon, marking the beginning of his mathematical journey. It was a grand institution, a hive of intellectual activity, where young minds were molded and stars were born. Amidst the hustle and bustle, a young Augustin Cauchy found his calling. Cauchy wasn't your average student. He was a prodigy, a comet that streaked across the academic sky, leaving a trail of brilliance in its wake. From the moment he stepped into the school, his talent was evident. He had an uncanny knack for solving complex problems, a thirst for knowledge that was insatiable, and a dedication to his craft that was unmatched. He was a mathematician in the making, a star that was beginning to twinkle. Napoleon, the then ruler of France, had set up a series of competitions among schools. It was a challenge, a test of mettle and intellect. And Cauchy, our young mathematician, took it head-on. From the very first competition, he dazzled everyone with his skills. Greek, Latin, composition, verse. There was no sphere where he didn't excel. He was a polymath, a master of all trades. Each time he competed, he emerged victorious, winning the first prize and leaving everyone in awe of his genius. His school days weren't just about accolades and victories. It was during this time that he entered the Polytechnic. It was a step up, a new challenge. But Cauchy was undeterred. Despite being ridiculed for his religious observations, he held his ground. He kept his calm, continued his studies, and even attempted to convert some of his mockers. It was a testament to his strength of character, his unwavering faith in his beliefs. Cauchy's brilliance shone through his school years, setting a strong foundation for his future achievements. His journey from a curious student to a mathematical prodigy is an inspiring tale, a testament to the power of perseverance, dedication, and sheer genius. And this was just the beginning of an illustrious career that would shape the course of modern mathematics. From the Polytechnic to the School of Civil Engineering, Cauchy's mathematical prowess continued to flourish. His journey was not merely a transition from one prestigious institution to another, but a stepping stone to the evolution of his mathematical genius. He was not just a student changing schools, but a mathematician in the making, ready to leave his indelible mark on the world of mathematics. In 1807, Cauchy moved from the Polytechnic to the School of Civil Engineering. His mind was like a sponge, absorbing complex mathematical concepts with ease. His dedication and relentless pursuit of knowledge earned him the status of the top student. But his journey didn't stop there. His thirst for knowledge and his mathematical prowess led him to Cherbourg, a city on the northern tip of France. Cherbourg was not just a city to Cauchy, it was a canvas where he could paint his mathematical theories. He was sent there to prepare for the invasion of England, but as fate would have it, the dream of invading England fell apart. His work in Cherbourg began to dwindle. However, this didn't dampen his spirit. Instead, it gave him the opportunity to delve deeper into the world of mathematics. His time in Cherbourg was not about preparing for war, but about preparing for a revolution. The revolution of mathematical theories and concepts. He spent countless hours engrossed in his books and papers, solving complex mathematical problems. His mind was constantly at work, creating and refining theories. His work in Cherbourg was a testament to his unwavering dedication and love for mathematics. As the work in Cherbourg dwindled, Cauchy decided to return to Paris in 1813. It wasn't a retreat, but a strategic move. He was ready to take on the world with his mathematical theories. He was ready to make his mark in the world of mathematics, from the bustling streets of Paris to the serene landscapes of Cherbourg, and back to Paris. Cauchy's journey was not just about geographical transitions, it was about his transformation from a student to a mathematician. With his work in Cherbourg dwindling, Cauchy returned to Paris, ready to make his mark in the world of mathematics. Back in Paris, Cauchy's real mathematical journey began, leading to groundbreaking contributions to the field. His work was characterized by an unprecedented rigor, a quality that shaped modern mathematical analysis. This rigor was most evident in his work with infinitesimal analysis, where he created the modern concept of continuity for functions of real or complex variables. Cauchy's genius, however, was not confined to analysis. He also made significant contributions to combinatorics, building on the central point of Lagrange's method in the theory of equations. Cauchy took this method, abstracted it, and began the systematic creation of what we now know as group theory. This was a remarkable feat, considering that group theory was a largely unexplored territory at the time, but perhaps one of Cauchy's most lasting legacies is his work on the convergence of infinite series. He emphasized the importance of this concept, which later became associated with his name. His precise definitions of limit and definite integral transformed these notions into powerful tools for the study of complex functions. This was a paradigm shift, a new way of looking at mathematics that had far-reaching implications. Cauchy's innovative approach also extended to the theory of differential equations. He showed that when boundary conditions were defined, the solutions to these equations were unique. This was a critical insight that has since influenced countless studies and applications in mathematics and physics. Speaking of physics, Cauchy was the first to formulate the mathematical foundations of the properties of the ether, a hypothetical fluid thought to serve as the medium for the propagation of light. This work had a significant influence on the physics of his time, demonstrating the far-reaching impact of his mathematical contributions. Cauchy's work left an indelible mark on mathematics, influencing not just the field itself, but also the physics of his time. His relentless pursuit of rigor, his ability to abstract and create new fields, and his innovative thinking have made him one of the most influential mathematicians in history. His contributions continue to shape the world of mathematics, reminding us of the power of a curious and dedicated mind. From a boy growing up during the Revolution to a mathematician who reshaped the field, Augustin-Louis Cauchy's life was nothing short of extraordinary. He navigated the tumultuous waters of his time with unwavering focus, turning adversities into opportunities for intellectual growth. His rigorous approach revolutionized mathematical analysis, while his abstract thinking led to the systematic creation of group theory. A pioneer in the theory of finite groups, Cauchy's work in infinitesimal analysis gave birth to the modern notion of continuity for functions of real or complex variables. His precise definitions of limit and definite integral turned them into powerful tools for the study of complex functions. Not one to shy away from the abstract, Cauchy's work often lacked immediate application, but his influence on mathematical physics is undeniable. Augustin-Louis Cauchy, a mathematician whose work continues to shape modern mathematics, reminding us that even amidst chaos, brilliance can flourish.